Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is James and welcome back to the Soundline. I know we're a little bit late to the party, but we thought we might do a 2023 highlights video. So this is going to be our top 12 brand new products for 2023. So the Nordost Audio Platinum 3G, fantastic speakers. They now come in white, which I really like. I'm a big fan of white speakers, and they only improved on what was already one of Nordost Audio's best speakers at the end of last year. So they're really nice, I like them. The Bluesound Node X. This was a limited run of the Node, the famous Bluesound Node that they did. They did it in silver to give it some distinguishing features, gave it a 1/4 inch headphone jack on the front, and the main difference that they made to it was that they put a higher end DAC on the inside of it. So if you're using the analog output of the Node, it's a really worthwhile product to have. It was a very limited run. Every single unit that we ever got in was already pre-purchased before they even arrived to us, so they were really popular. Yeah, I liked them. Number 9, Acuphase E4000 integrated amplifier. Not too much really to say about it. I mean, it's Acuphase. Every time they bring out an integrated amplifier, it's just keeps getting better and better and better. We can hear Acuphase's house sound changing towards that more full-flavored rock and roll sort of sound that I'm a really big fan of. Little aesthetic changes here and there. Big improvement over the Acuphase E480, and I'm excited to see what they do with the new ones. Number 8, Incel Brains. Incel is a new company that just popped up last year. They do some basic, colorful speakers and an amplifier and a Bluetooth receiver, and I believe they may have a CD player on the way. This is the amplifier that they do here. I have played with it a lot and sold quite a few of them because for the money, like 900 New Zealand dollars, they are really good Wii amplifiers. They compete in the same market as things like the Rotel A10, which is just your real Billy basic low power integrated amplifier. One big selling feature of these ones is that they have got Bluetooth and some digital inputs built into them. So if you just need a super simple, reliable 2-channel amplifier that you can feed a TV or a streamer through, it's a fantastic option. Number 7, the Nordost Audio Hyphen. They are a very cool speaker. So much engineering gone into them. I love the fact that they are made out of, not engineered stone, it's like the same as countertop material. It's completely mechanically inert. You can hit it and not a single sound comes off it because it's just so dead silent. Heaps of power comes out of them. They sound bigger than they look, which was my favorite feature about them. I think due to there being that big gap up the middle, there's a slight optical illusion that makes them look like they don't take up that much space when in actual fact they did. Yeah, awesome speaker. Really impressive. Number 6, the Acuphase C2300 preamplifier. This guy right here, this thing lives in our showroom now. We love it so much that we got one for here for demonstration purposes. It's for Acuphase's entry-level preamplifier. It is fantastic, better than the C2450 preamplifier, but with the benefits of the C2150, i.e. it being simple in the back side of it where you can put the standard phono and digital cards and that sort of thing in it. Just, you know what Acuphase is like. Every time they bring something out, they just blow us away with their engineering and their sound quality. Can't say much more about it other than it's amazing. Number 5, Basso Continuo Rex. This was really exciting for us. We knew that these were going to be coming into our stable, but now we've got 3 amazing hi-fi racks in our showroom. They're Italian, they go fantastic with our Italian speakers, they work really well with all of the products that we have. One of the biggest issues we always have with hi-fi racks and selling them to customers is the looks. So often hi-fi racks have this really industrial engineering sort of look to them, and I think that it's no one's real fault, but I think that is a product of the kind of minds that design them. They're designed by engineers, and they have this sort of real brutish industrial look to them. But Basso Continuo takes all of that and throws it out the window and makes everything look really good furniture grade. And they do really perform. And they're modular as well, which is great. So as opposed to it being like you buy a rack, which is one solid piece, you just buy it by the number of shelves you want. So if you can just buy another shelf and whack it on the top if you want to turn a 3-shelf into a 4-shelf. Or if one of your shelves is not tall enough to fit your new amplifier in it, you just buy some extension legs and make that shelf slightly taller now. Brilliant design. It's like Lego but for hi-fi. Number 4, Sennheiser Amarti G5. The new Sennheiser Amarti G5 is my new favorite speaker, period. That is like the speaker that I want to own. Yes, there are much more expensive speakers out there, but if I'm going to dream, I might as well dream somewhat realistically. The Amarti is amazing. The Serafino is amazing. Huge step forward from what the last Homage range was. Everything is now brought into the room, really, really full flavored. If you want me to go into what I liked about that range compared to the last range, definitely check out the video we did on them, because yeah, oh, they're so good, so good. Number 3, the Nordost QB8 Mark III. We've sold a lot of these over the past year, and we sold even more of its predecessor over the previous year. The QB8 Mark III is a 8-outlet power distribution board designed specifically for hi-fi systems. And so is the Mark II, the big difference being that the Mark III sounds a ton better, and we didn't know it was even possible because we used to love how the Mark II sounded, and then they brought out the Mark III and took us all by surprise. So yeah, these are doing really, really well. We've had so many Mark IIs come back in and get traded up to the Mark IIIs. Yeah, fantastic product. Number 2, the Lumen U2 Mini. This has been the single most popular streamer we have sold over the last whole year period. It has completely outshone everything else. What we have discovered is that for $4.5 grand, with the addition of a couple of proper digital cables and a decent power cable, you can make this thing sound comparable to a $15,000 streamer. It is so underrated, and it is one of those things where it took a couple of our customers a minute or two to really understand it and get behind it. But we've sold a lot of these with some really high-end cables, and like basically shown our customers you don't need to go ridiculously high-end with the actual streamer itself. Something like this can perform as good as a really, really high-end one if you give it the right cables. We've sold a ton of them, and they're kind of our go-to streamer for building any, respectable hi-fi system these days. Okay, number 1. I know I'm going to cop flack for this in the comment section. We haven't done a video on these yet, because kind of for the same reason. Number 1 is the Nordost Qsign and Qwave. These guys plug into the power distribution board that Nordost make, or into the wall. I don't know how they work, but they work so well. They're very, very affordable upgrade. I think these are around about sort of $500 or $600 and $900. So $1,500 for a pair of them. They do different things to the soundstage. My personal nickname for them is the 3D goggles, because this one for me severely enhances the foreground. It makes like the guitar or the vocalist or whatever is supposed to be happening in the foreground of the music so three-dimensional, it's crazy. And this one for me really enhances the background. It brings elements that you couldn't hear before out of the shadows, not into the foreground, they're still behind the main stage, but it brings them out of the shadows to a point where you can hear them and hear all the different layers of everything that is going on behind the main performer. If you want to see a video on these, let us know in the comments. I don't know what I'm going to say about them, because electrically I still don't understand how they work or what is even inside these. I could read you what it says on the box, but I mean, you can read that on the website. I don't know if that would be of any value to you guys. But yeah, these are my number 1 product for 2023, because we sold so many of them due to how well they work, and they make such a difference for such a low cost that they are an amazing value for money product. That was our top 12 new products for 2023. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked this format, definitely let us know in the comments. Thank you guys for watching this video all the way to the end, and I will catch you in the next one. Ka kite anō.